Hello, and welcome to the RobotnikIsSexy show. This is going to be another super interesting and cool Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle against someone by the name of JoeyFontaine. JoeyFontaine is the biggest Shofu fan in the world, apparently, and he wanted an OU battle. He wanted to OU battle. I was looking for some PU battles on the Weedle Twin Needle Discord server. No bites for PU. I got really tanked up and for some reason made 4 different brand new teams because I've just Pokebanked over a bunch of really good PU Pokemon from my Y version. So that's going to be fun to play with. I wanted to try that out, but JoeyFontaine wanted to play OU, but I think he only has 2 OU Pokemon on his team. If he does have Mega Altaria, because Conkeldurr did get moved to BL. That did happen. But anyway, Pokebanked a bunch of Pokemon, made a bunch of teams. I made 3 different PU teams. Can you believe it? 3. I'm gonna get PU licked on Wi-Fi someday. Someday soon. I wanted it to be tonight. But tonight, I have for you this Trick Room delicatessen. They said Trick Room was going to be better this generation than ever before, and they were right, and those people who said that were probably me. This is going to be a very fun match. I hope you enjoy it. His team is a little underpowered, but then again, my team is as well, but my team actually works like a well-oiled machine, a well-oiled killing machine, whereas his just looks like a bunch of random underused Pokemon. But anyway, I'm going to lead with Golisopod. He's going to lead with, who else? Shofu himself, Damage. Damage the Darmanitan. I'm just going to pop him in the face with an Aqua Jet, which does a lot of damage, ironically. So, he takes 90%, and, yeah, I take like 20 damage from U-turn. That's a pretty nice trade for me. Leading Golisopod usually works out, and it's very, 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 very nice to have this Pokemon as a huge ground resist and a provider of priority, and a user of spikes, which my opponent is going to use right now. Throw up them spikes. I'm not worried about the spikes because I do have Claydol, who can hover over them and use Rapid Spin. Once I get to fodder a Pokemon or get a switch in some point later in the match, Claydol will definitely get a Rapid Spin off. So I'm not concerned. I am not concerned with that. I do take that time to throw a huge close combat in Forretress's face and do 1,000,000 damage. I really was tempted to hit Ice Hammer, or try to hit Ice Hammer. But I went with my gut here, and that's exactly what I did. Turn 1 with Golisopod. Always go for your gut. Go for the Aqua Jet when you know that you need to Aqua Jet, etc., etc. Funny enough, I haven't really gotten a Trick Room yet, but I'm still kicking his ass. I'm just switching in Pokemon that resist the Pokemon that he has, and Dragalge is going to drown Shofu in grape-flavored Fanta. That actually happened, and Nose Goblin is bulky enough to take 1 hit. It's a bulky Pokemon. That's the thing I really like about Trick Room. You can, once you got the Trick Room up, your Pokemon are just flat out better, because most Trick Room Pokemon are really, really tanky, like have a high HP, high special defense, for example. In Dragalge's case, I do let Dragalge go down since it did do a lot for me, blowing away Shofu with that grape soda. It was time to let him down put him down. Oh fuck! No, that sounds really bad. Pokemon, it's fun. It's fun. It's lighthearted. We're not hurting anyone. It's all good. These are sprites, okay? They're fucking sprites. All right. So I have Magearna out. I basically win. Yeah, I pretty much checkmate the entire team with Magearna because it's really, really broken. Now, I have been talking about how Magearna is really, really, really fucking good since I think like my first or second Wi-Fi battle video for this playlist, the Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle number 1. I think you can actually go back and watch the video. Yeah, Magearna, I love you. I really don't want you to get banned because I love using you. I love using you because I have this Trick Room team. Never before has Trick Room been more viable just because of you. If you leave the tier, Trick Room won't be that good anymore. So please stick around. I think my opponent is frantically switching around, kind of panicking because Magearna is destroying his life. I do get a Volt Switch kill on that Fretris, and we are going to go into Tom Servo. We still have one more turn of Trick Room left, and I'm going to use that turn to Rapid Spin. He has no Ghost on his team. He's got nothing to really do too much to me. So, yep, we're just going to go for that Rapid Spin, as Omastar is going to show me Shell Smash, which is very respectable. If you want to bring this thing in an overused setting, you probably will have to run it. So now he can sweep my team if I don't get a Trick Room up. But, like I said earlier, Golisopod is kind of the glue that keeps this team together. Just weakness-wise and just necessity-wise, really. So I can very safely let Tom Servo faint and go to hell and do whatever, and get a free switch into Golisopod and first impression the fuck out of this fossil bitch. Yeah, so that's first impression. And now Billy Mays here. We're not done yet. We can get up a layer of spikes and fuck up damage the Darmanitan too. Which I'm definitely going to try to do right now. For some reason, he's just switching out willy-nilly. I don't know. This was had at 5 in the morning. Maybe this guy is 13 years old. I don't know. But it's the Weedle Tweedledee Discord server, and one thing I have learned about that server, especially when fishing for PU matches or just trying to form a PU team by testing live in Wi-Fi, don't underestimate anybody. So I'm not going to underestimate him at all. I'm going to hit him as fast and as hard as I can. And this team is very heavy-handed. We got a lot of very heavy hitters, so hitting them fast and hard is pretty easy with this team. So I'm just kind of knocking them around. As once again, I think this happens literally every time I use this Trick Room team in OU. Or it's an OU team, but whatever. Every time I get that emergency exit ability activated, we get a free switch into Magearna. And Magearna is just so powerful that there's very little you can do. And pretty much where I was at turn 9 is where I am again, except I was able to Rapid Spin, and now he switches it out again, allowing Darmanitan to die to the spikes. And I think he forgot that my ability goes off when that happens. There's a reason I like this team, guys. There's a reason Trick Room is viable in OU. It's Magearna. As a hardened Trick Room fan since 4th Gen, I can tell you right now, plain and simple, Magearna. So I'm just gonna knock around his team for a little bit, and then he's gonna forfeit. But I thought this was a fun battle. Like, I just haven't gotten to use this team for a bit, and we just took it for a spin, and it's all good. It's all good. He's finally realizing that there's nothing you can do with Magearna when you have this Trick Room team. My goodness, yeah, on paper, just in team preview, you just look at this team and you're like, what? but it works. Claydol and Gliscopod especially are just so helpful to the rest of the team. I just love gushing over this team, and I hope you guys love listening to me talk. This has been a Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. Really looking forward to Sun and Moon 2 November. It's coming out in November. That's so soon. It's just almost September now. So, question of the day, I guess. I never do questions of the day, but I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do it. What most do you want out of Sun and Moon 2? For me, I want difficulty. I want a Pokemon game that's actually challenging and made for adults and children, not just children. I know, coming from me, an old Pokemon fan, you know, it makes sense. I want something, a little something more, you know? Like, anyway, that's it. That's the video. Comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you later, YouTube.